to talk to you about, Rick.
No, I've got to tell the co-host here. So I said, look, you want to see the teaser of my documentary? He said, fuck no, I made it. We were in New York. I said, look at this. I just got a trailer. He goes, fuck, I don't need to look at it. I made it. It was horrible. He said, so much of my documentary was book. He said, fuck it, I made it. I don't need to see it again.
Oh man,
But let me ask you about the doc. Like, is it for you? Did you, when you first saw it and you got to see the things that people were saying about you? I mean, what was kind of going through your mind? Like, were you worried about what people were going to say? Were you excited to see what people were going to say? Because I know, Booker, you had to go through that with your doc. You didn't know what people were going to say. So for you, Rick, what was your kind of thought process on that?
Well, God, I'm thrilled. I mean, we all can go like, we're wrestling. We're all telling ourselves we're the greatest of all time, right? But when you hear people talk about you in that light, and especially for some reason, I have a big crossover demographic appeal, which I'm very proud of. And like, the first guy to call me was Lance Armstrong, and then Diplo. I just talked to Diplo the other day. He called me. So, I mean, and I've always had a great relationship with the black community and my brothers, whatever. And I mean, anytime people like that at that level in life talk about you, well, first of all, to answer your question, when you accept that opportunity, you know there's going to be some people saying the wrong things, right? I mean, I watched it and I thought, well, Bishop is still just an arrogant prick. You know what I mean? And that started a little bit of a deal between him. I mean, it means nothing, but it's like, and I go, why would you put that fucking shit in there? And they go, we wanted to show people to see what you're up against. But it actually pissed me off. It brought me back because it was such a bad time in life for him. Book knows. Book and I talk about it all the time.
Yeah.
How he got away with murder. But I mean, I'm not going to talk about him anymore. But I was very happy with it. And you know what? The best part of it for me was, I don't want to get emotional, but some of those pictures of my son, I have never seen. I mean, I was there obviously for him, right? But my wife, I've never seen him. Ashley's mom and Reed's mom. So she gave him to the company to me. I had never seen him. Little wrestling ones and that, and he's that I cried during that. But I mean, at the end of the day, I was happy, and I felt like everybody was very, very fair with me. Bruce Pritchard said I didn't get over in the WWE. I didn't. In 91, no one knew who the fuck I was. And that's probably why, if you look at it, people ask me the question, why I didn't wrestle Hogan at WrestleMania? I've heard 1,000 different reasons. I didn't give a shit. But to think we drew money everywhere, but on the West Coast, I died. And we didn't sell out Madison Square Garden. They didn't know who I was. I was the guy that the NWA was so far removed from any recognition on cable TV, was very weak. Or the Turner saturation when I got there in 90 or 91, right? But I mean, it was still, for me, it was just getting away from Jim Herd, and I'm traveling with Ted DiBiase, Kurt, the Road Warriors. I mean, working with Hulk, and we sold out a lot of buildings. Don't misunderstand me, but they expected everything to be more than sold out, and I think at that time, because of all that shit going on with the steroid trial and all that, I think that they were strapped for cash. I mean, they had to be spent a lot of money in defense of that deal. So, but it didn't matter. I'm the first. Bruce didn't make me mad. People would say to me, "Aren't you mad at Bruce Pritchard?" This time the other day, I said, "Motherfucker, you didn't have to say it quite as loud and clear, did you?" You didn't have to make it that fucking obvious.
It's wrong.
And number two, I never thought I was going up to be the number one guy. I already knew it was Hogan. I just wanted to get the hell out of the WCW. God. And now I sometimes I wish I'd never come back.
All right, guys, that's Ric Flair. on Booker T podcast talking about why the match with Hogan never happened. Ric Flair basically said in so many words that he did not. He was not a pop. He was, even though he was the NWA's world champion, he was not popular enough. You know, it was could have been a big money match. He pretty much implied, not saying it, that Hogan did not want to do the job to Flair. He didn't want to put him over. That's at least the impression I got from this whole interview. And it definitely was definitely a fail on this one. So with Hulk Hogan, this is what we say about you. Yeah, Hogan, you should let this match go down, man. Seemed like Flair was all down for it, but unfortunately, you didn't want to be down for it because you're Hulk Hogan, and the name sake says the rest, for that matter. But we know that this match should have been the marquee match. But it sucks, though, guys. Though I know I keep saying it sucks, and I'm gonna keep saying it some more because I really did want to see this kind of match. Let's see what you guys had to say in the locker room chat. Let's see. You can't see me make more sense. James K, salute to you. Welcome to the locker room. The locker room. Brutally Honest Gilbert said congratulations to the New York Knicks for advancing to round 2. Also, we can say congratulations to the Chicago Bulls for not making the playoffs. So I guess the Bulls and the Knicks both deserve it. No side note, I know this is wrestling. They both deserve it. Go Knicks and go Bulls for not making the playoffs. Job well done. But anyway, let's get back to business. We got Gerard said I really like that. Who told you open mic? Oh yeah, that's the classic. Randy Rhodes on AEW. I love it ever since Cody Rhodes mentioned that promo a couple weeks ago. Yes, Toss Ring Scout about to get to 3K. Literally almost at that mark. But you know that we gotta keep on pushing and keep on trucking. Definitely we'll get there. We 20 away from that. Thank you all for the support. Who's been here from the beginning, who's been here in the middle of the run, or currently right now. But definitely. Gilbert said something here. He said NWA sold 1,900 while WWF at the time sold 10,000. Hogan didn't see the money. Again, let's compliment Hogan on his intelligence and and let's let him know what we think of his intelligence.
Kingston jaw and face planted.
Yep, he's stupid. Anyway, Gerard said here, lost respect for Hogan when he couldn't get Sid Justice, aka Sid Vicious, Bret Hart, or Ted DiBiase over. That is definitely facts. You own it, man. You own it. That's undisputed comment.
And that is undisputed.
Yeah, Ric Flair. Definitely. Hogan was trying not to be Sting on the low. Yeah, but he didn't have to do it like that. Man, he don't want you to have nothing. He don't want you to have nothing. Hogan don't want you having anything at all. Not one single thing. Like Brock Lesnar up in here when it comes to that, guys.
You actually think you deserve a shot at this? You don't deserve buddy.
Hogan think you don't deserve nothing, buddy. That's how Hulk Hogan be feeling. You don't think you deserve that. But also, guys, there's another channel on here. They also talked about this horrible L that Ric Flair Hogan got, and they talked about this too on the Hogan Flair match. And this is shout out to Wrestling Bios, very popular wrestling channel. Salute to them. I want to highlight that here and see what they had to say about this as well, because they had a point as well. They made some key points here. And I would like to see what these guys had to say following that. But let's get to that in a second. Another interview here. And I will, as usual, react to react. So react to react. Let's get back to that. And let's see what they have to say regarding this match that should have happened at WrestleMania. See what else you got to say in comments. All right.
Hogan versus Sid at WrestleMania VIII is one of my least favorite WrestleMania main events. I just feel the two men didn't work very well together, and this was seriously highlighted thanks to Flair and Savage going on earlier in the broadcast. Along with this, you had Roddy Piper versus Bret Hart for the IC Championship at WrestleMania VIII, a well-received bout that showcased the athleticism of Hart and the storytelling capabilities of Piper. By the time Sid and Hogan came to the ring for the main event, it felt like we had already seen the best the company had to offer. Not only did the WrestleMania VIII main event plod along, but the finish was completely botched. Papa Shango was supposed to interfere when Hogan delivered the leg drop, but poor Charles Wright didn't make it to the ring on time, resulting in Sid actually kicking out of the leg drop, and Harvey Whippleman, Sid's manager, jumping on the apron. This led to a disqualification. It was a mess, and it was bad, though the fans were treated to the return of the Ultimate Warrior at the end of the show. Warrior came back to help out the Hulkster, closing WrestleMania VIII with a feel-good moment for those in attendance. The WrestleMania VIII main event was billed as possibly Hulk Hogan's last ever match, and for a while it was. Hulk Hogan suddenly disappeared from WWF television screens for around 10 months following WrestleMania, and this brings us back then to the reasons why Flair didn't wrestle Hulk at the WWF's biggest show of the year. Just to confirm, Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan did indeed work a series of house show matches at the end of 1991 and the beginning of 92. It's been reported that Vince McMahon was expecting sellouts for house shows featuring the Flair versus Hogan match, but attendance was just above average. As mentioned earlier, it's also been said that the two men didn't work well together and the matches were flat. These have been the main reasons given by the WWE as to why Flair and Hogan didn't wrestle each other at WrestleMania VIII, at least through their documentaries and WWE books and whatnot. When you look deeper though, the thing that the WWE will never talk about are wellness violations and scandals. Put two and two together here and the booking decisions surrounding WrestleMania VIII becomes a little more clear.